Good morning, students. Welcome to online teaching session of Academic World School, Bemeza. In our previous lecture, we have studied about polynomials, different types of polynomials. Now, in lecture 2, we will study values of a polynomial and zeros of a polynomial. These are very easy concepts. First of all, let us consider an example. Suppose you are given two values 2 and 5. If you are asked which one is greater or which one is smaller, you can easily tell that 2 is smaller than 5. Because we know 2 and 5 have definite value, their value never changes. But suppose we are given polynomials or variables x and y. X and y, these are the variables. If I ask the same question from x and y, which one is greater? Now we cannot say whether x is greater than y or smaller than y. But if we assign some definite value to x and y, for example, if I say x is equal to -3 and y is equal to 2, now we can say that definitely x is smaller than y because they are having some definite value. Similar situation arises with polynomials. Suppose we have two polynomials. One is given like px is equal to 2x plus 5 and another is given as qx is equal to 3x minus 2. Now if I ask you a question, from these two polynomials, which one is greater or which one is smaller? Definitely we cannot tell by seeing only these variables. But if we assign some definite value to this variable x, then surely we can find the value of this polynomial at that given value of x, and then we can compare which one is greater, which one is smaller. For example, if x is equal to 0, then this px, we put x is equal to 0 in this polynomial, so it will become p0 which is equal to 2 into 0 plus 5 which is equal to 5, and q0 it will become 3 into 0 minus 2 which is equal to minus 2. Now definitely we can say this p0 is having value 5, q0 is having value minus 2. So at x is equal to 0, p0 is greater than q0 because we have calculated their value. And this process, these values are called the values of this polynomial. At x is equal to 0, value of this polynomial px is 5, and at x is equal to 0, value of this polynomial qx is equal to minus 2. Similarly, we can find the values for some other values of this variable x. Let if x is equal to 1, then p1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 5 which is equal to 2 plus 5 that is 7, and q1 is equal to 3 into 1 minus 2 which is equal to 3 minus 2 that is 1. So these are the values of these two polynomials px and qx at x is equal to 1. Similarly, if we put any value of the variable x, we will get some value of these given polynomials at that value of x. So there are infinite real numbers. We may put any value of this variable and we will get infinite values of these polynomials at the given values of the variable. Further, suppose I put some value of the variable x and that gives me the value of the polynomial equal to 0. For example, here we will take some other examples. If a polynomial is given like this, gx is equal to 5x minus 10. Now we know that this polynomial may have infinite values for different real values of the variable x. But for any value of x for which the value of these polynomials becomes 0. For example, if I put here x is equal to 2, then what will happen? g2 that is equal to 5 into 2 minus 10 that is equal to 10 minus 10 which is equal to 0. So for x is equal to 2, value of this polynomial is equal to 0. This value of the variable for which the value of polynomial becomes equal to 0 is known as 0 of this polynomial. We know there are infinite values of this polynomial, but every value is not the 0 of this polynomial, but only x is equal to 2 for which the value of this polynomials become equal to 0 is known as 0 of this polynomial. This is 0 of polynomial gx, because by putting x equal to 2 we get the value of this polynomial equal to 0. Now if I ask you how we can find the 0 of a polynomial if we are given a polynomial, then the 0 of the polynomial or the root of the polynomial equation prepared by that polynomial are the same thing. For example, here we have this polynomial 5x minus 2. Suppose I prepare the equation by this polynomial by putting it equal to 0, then the roots of that equation will be the zeros of this polynomial. For example, if I put 5x minus 10 is equal to 0, this is a linear equation in one variable that we have solved in class 8. Now by solving this we can find the root of this equation. We will get 5x is equal to 10, and by dividing 5 on both sides we will get x equal to 2. So this x is equal to 2 is the root of this polynomial equation, which is linear equation in one variable here, and the root of this equation or the 0 of this polynomial are the same thing. There is no difference. By this method we can find the roots of the given polynomial. Further, there are some polynomials we know, constant polynomials and zero polynomials. What will be the zeros of those polynomials? Constant polynomials, we know their value is always fixed, 5, 7, and we know the degree of the constant polynomial is 0. Actually 5 is, it can be written as 5 into any variable you can take ax to the power 0. Further 7 can be written as 7 into any variable y to the power 0. Now if I put any value of x or y here, the value of these constant polynomials will never become equal to 0. So constant polynomials do not have any zeros. Their value never becomes equal to 0. So constant polynomials, they have no zeros. Further, if I talk about zero polynomial, 0, it can be written as 0 into x to the power 1. It can be written as 0 into x square, or it can be written as 0 into x to the power 3, and so on. The degree of a zero polynomial is not defined. Now, if I put any value of this x here, the value of zero polynomial will always remain 0 only. So, any real value, actually every real value is the zero of the zero polynomial. Constant polynomial does not have any zero, and zero polynomial have every real number as its zero. Further, what will be the maximum number of zeros for a polynomial? Now, the constant polynomial does not have any zero. If we talk about a linear polynomial, its degree is 1, 3x plus 5. The degree of the linear polynomial is 1, so it has only one zero, not less than 1, not more than 1. If I talk about quadratic polynomial, suppose 2y square minus 16, then the quadratic polynomial, its degree is 2, so it may have highest 2 zeros. It may have no zeros, it may have 1 zero, or it may have highest 2 zeros, but it cannot have more than 2 zeros. Further, if there is a cubic polynomial, a cubic polynomial may have highest 3 zeros. So in short, we can say that the number of zeros of a polynomial cannot be greater than its degree. It may have highest zeros equal to its degree. A linear polynomial is having degree 1, so it may have 1 zero. A quadratic polynomial is having degree 2, so it may have highest 2 zero, but less than 2 also possible. A cubic polynomial, its degree is 3, so it may have highest 3 zeros, maybe less than 3 also. These are the number of zeros of different types of polynomials. Further, we will practice some questions here. Question 1. If px is equal to 5 minus 4x plus 2x square, then we have to find p0, p3 and p minus 2. So, we will put the value of x as 0, 3 and minus 2, and we can find the value of this given polynomial. So, the solution to this question is, first we have to find p0. So the polynomial px is equal to 5 minus 4x plus 2x square. At the place of x, we will put 0. So p0 is equal to 5 minus 4 into 0 plus 2 into 0 square, which is equal to, this whole part becomes 0, this whole part becomes 0. Our answer is 5. So p0 is equal to 5. Next, p3. If x is equal to 3, then the value of this polynomial will be, we will put 3 at the place of x. So 5 minus 4 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square. Solve it. 5 minus 4 into plus 3 is minus 12 plus 3 square is 9, 9 into 2, 18. Solve this. 5 plus 18, 20, 3 minus 12, 23 minus 12 is 11. So value of this polynomial px at x equal to 3 is 11. Next is value of this polynomial at x equal to minus 2, that is p minus 2. At the place of x we will put minus 2. So 5 minus 4 into minus 2 plus 2 into minus 2 whole square. Solve it. 5 as it is, minus 4 into minus 2 is plus 8, minus 2 square is 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 5, 21. So at x equal to minus 2 or p minus 2 will be equal to 21. So these are the values of this polynomial at x is equal to 0. At x equal to 0, the value of the polynomial is 5. At x equal to 3, the value of the polynomial is 11. At x is equal to minus 2, the value of the polynomial is 21. So this is the concept of values of a polynomial. Further, we will discuss question number 2 here. In question number 2, we are given that verify if the given values of x are zeros of the given polynomial or not. So we are given polynomials and we are given some values of x. We have to verify whether these values of x are the zeros of this polynomial or not. So we will put those values of x in the polynomial and we will find the value of the polynomial. If the value of the polynomial is equal to 0, then that value of x will be the 0 of this given polynomial. Look at here, question 2, solution. First, the polynomial we are given is px is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, and we have to check for x equal to 1 and 2. So if x is equal to 1, then what will be the value of this polynomial? At the place of x we will put 1. So p1 is equal to 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. Solve this. 1 square is 1, minus 3 into 1 minus 3 plus 2. 1 plus 2 3, 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 1, the value of this polynomial is equal to 0. So this value of x is the 0 of this polynomial. We have one more value, x is equal to 2. So if x is equal to 2, then p2 is equal to 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 2. Solve this. 2 square is 4, minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 and plus 2. 4 plus 2 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. So for this value of x also the value of this polynomial is equal to 0. So both of these values, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2, are the zeros of this polynomial. So you will write yes, it's a 0, and here also yes, it's a 0 of this polynomial. Next, second question of this, again we have to verify whether the given values of x are the zeros of this polynomial or not. Look at the polynomial. The polynomial given to us is qx equal to x square plus x minus 6. Now, if x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2, that is 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 2, the value of this polynomial is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 is a 0 of this polynomial. So we will write yes, it's a 0 of this polynomial. Next, x is equal to minus 3. Put the value q minus 3 is equal to minus 3 square plus minus 3 minus 6. Minus 3 square is 9, then minus 3 minus 6. Minus 3 minus 6 will become minus 9, so 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. For this value of x, also the value of this polynomial is equal to 0. So it is also a 0 of this polynomial. We will write yes, it's a 0. Till now, all the values of x are the zeros of the given polynomials. Now we should check one more value for which the value of this polynomial will become 0 or not. For example, let x is equal to 0. We have taken x is equal to 0, check whether the value of this polynomial becomes equal to 0 or not. So q0 is equal to 0 square plus 0 minus 6, which is equal to, this whole term is 0, this whole term is 0, the answer will be minus 6. For x is equal to 0, the value of this polynomial is not equal to 0. You will write which is not equal to 0. As value of this polynomial is not equal to 0, so x is equal to 0 is not a 0 of this polynomial. We will write no, 0 is not a 0 of qx, this polynomial qx. So from this example we can understand it is not compulsory that for the value of the variable equal to 0, the value of the polynomial will also be 0. It is not compulsory needed. Next, question 3. Question 3 is find the 0 of the polynomial. We are given with polynomial and we have to find the 0 of those polynomials. Now I have already told you that the 0 of a polynomial or the roots of the polynomial equation are the same thing. So if we are asked to find the 0 of the polynomial, then we can put the polynomial equal to 0 and find the root of that polynomial, and those root of the polynomial will be the 0 of that polynomial. First, question 3, first px is equal to x minus 5. This is the polynomial. Now we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. So we will prepare an equation from this polynomial and the roots of those equations will be the 0 of this polynomial. So if px is equal to x minus 5 is equal to 0, this implies this is a simple linear equation in one variable. Solve it. X is equal to 5. So the 0 of this polynomial is 5. Is a 0 of px. Look at the second question. Second is qx is equal to 2x plus 5. Again make an equation from this polynomial. So qx is equal to 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. is a linear equation in one variable. Solve it. You will get 2x is equal to minus 5, and if we divide by 2 on each side, we will get x is equal to minus 5 upon 2. So minus 5 upon 2 is a 0 of qx, because the roots of the polynomial equation and the zeros of the polynomial are the same thing. Next, third option, that is Rx is equal to 6x minus 2. This is also a polynomial. We will find the zeros of this polynomial by making its equation, and we will find the roots of the equation. So if Rx is equal to 6x minus 2, which is equal to 0, this implies, solve this equation, 6x is equal to 2, which implies divide by 6 on both the sides, you will get x is equal to 2 upon 6, which is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is a 0 of Rx. Look, these all are linear polynomials, so we are getting only 1 0 of each polynomial. If these were the quadratic polynomials, then we would have got two values for the quadratic polynomial, and if they were cubic polynomial, then we would have the highest 3 zeros of those polynomials. Last option is hx, which is 5 minus 4x. Put this polynomial equal to 0. If hx is equal to 5 minus 4x is equal to 0, this implies, you can solve it like this: 5 is equal to 4x. You brought this minus 4x to the right hand side so that the negative terms become positive. Divide by 4 on each side, you will get 5 upon 4 is equal to x. So 5 upon 4 is a 0 of h x. So these were the explanations of these questions. Till now we have studied what is the value of a polynomial. The value of a polynomial is defined as the value of polynomial by putting some value of the variable in that polynomial. So the value of a polynomial may be infinite or infinite real numbers. Next topic is zeros of a polynomial or roots of the polynomial equation. Zeros of a polynomial are those values of variable for which the value of polynomial becomes equal to 0, and zeros of the polynomial and roots of the polynomial equation are the same thing. Next topic is number of zeros of a polynomial. Number of zeros of a polynomial is always equal to or less than its degree. If a polynomial is constant polynomial, then the degree is 0, so it does not have any zero. If a polynomial is a linear polynomial, its degree is 1, so it has 1 and only 1 zero. Similarly, a quadratic polynomial have 2 zeros and a cubic polynomial have highest 3 zeros. It may have less than 3 also, but never a polynomial will have number of zeros more than its degree. Next is the zeros of constant and zero polynomial. A constant polynomial does not have any zero, and a zero polynomial have infinite zeros, because for any real value of x, value actually, the zero polynomial will always be equal to 0. So please download the assignment from ERP, solve it and submit. Thank you.